The effortless way. The principle of least action governs everything in physics, from the path of a planet to the path of a pulse of light. Least action is the minimum of energy multiplied by the minimum of time. Therefore, in moving from your present state, the present results, to the state, or of course the results desired, you must use the minimum of energy and take the shortest possible time. Your journey from one state of consciousness to another is a psychological one. You could also say an energetic one. So to make the journey, you must employ the psychological equivalent of least action. And the psychological equivalent is mere assumption. So this is just, you're assuming your results desired. You're using that mind, your imagination, your creation power. It's like, okay, this is the result desired, and you're assuming that. And the day you fully realize the power of assumption, you discover that it works in complete conformity with this principle. So that means that it works by means of attention minus effort. So that's when what's going to happen is you're going to start aligning to the state desired. And from that, your action will be effortless action. It's not going to be hard, intense, and struggle. You hurry without haste, and you reach your goal without effort. It is excluded from view because you can only see the contents of your own consciousness. So often we can't see the results that we're about to receive because it's not in our current reality. And it's the function of an assumption that will call back the excluded view and restore full vision. So the function of you allowing yourself to use that imagination to step into the reality desired, the state desired, using your imagination, using the visualization, that is what is going to call back what isn't in your current view into this existence. It is not the world, but your assumptions that change. An assumption brings the invisible into sight. The more that you start to trust your power, trust and have faith that what you're doing is your creation process, as you're allowing yourself to do this, it will come to this existence. The more that you do that, it's going to bring what you cannot yet physically see into physical sight. It is nothing more or nothing less than seeing with the eye of God, which is your imagination. It is that simple. Allow it to be that simple. Stop thinking that it has to be so hard. Now we're going back to that first paragraph. The principle of least action governs everything in physics, from the path of a planet to the path of a pulse of light. Least action is the minimum of energy multiplied by the minimum of time. In moving from your present state to the state desired, You must use the minimum of energy and take the shortest possible time. The more that you do this, the more that you allow yourself to have faith in this, you will see your results come quicker. Add into that, we're also blasting the shadows into light. You're collapsing time. By doing this, you can collapse time. So that's where you're going to be able to take the shortest time of possible by embodying the effortless way. It's not about hard hustle. Aligned action is the effortless way. Allow yourself to imagine, allow yourself to focus on what it is that you are calling in. Simply because you can, because you want it. Your journey from one state of consciousness to another is a psychological one. And now we're working with energy. So really, it's an energetic one. To make the journey, you must employ the psychological equivalent of least action. And that psychological equivalent is mere assumption. It's like, guess what? You're in your high sovereign. You simply get to choose whatever you want. Assume that this is it. This is what you've chosen. And that's it. It's already created. It's already done. And now, by you using that imagination, more and more, you're molding the energy to bring that energy into matter, into the physical existence. Trust your power in doing this. And here you go, the day that you fully realize the power of assumption, that simple tool that you've got, you discover that it works in complete conformity with this principle. It works by means of attention minus effort. If you ever feel like you are efforting and struggling to make things happen, I want you to pause. I want you to step back. And I want you to tap back into the truth of who you are, that you are a creator. You get to create your results. Step into the vision of what it is that you have created. Allow yourself to be there. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to have faith and trust that it's already done. It is already so. This is a fact. Allow yourself to be in that moment and then go and take the actions. And thus, with least action, through an assumption, you hurry without haste. So you're getting faster in your results, but it's not all full of fear or frantic energy. And you reach your goal without the effort, because creation is finished. What you desire already exists. The work that you've got to do is to allow yourself to trust your power and play in the energy of it. It's excluded from view because you can see only the contents of your own consciousness. So you can see only the contents of one area that's surrounding you energetically right now, which is the physical reality right now. That's all you can see right now. But there is other levels energetically around you right now, just about to seep into this present existence. And it's the function of an assumption that will call back the excluded view and restore full vision. So when you're using that visualization, you are stepping into what is already present. And by doing that, you are going to start bringing that energetic existence into this present physical existence. It is not the world, but your assumptions that change. It's not the world, but your assumptions that change. Think about this. It doesn't matter what is going on outside of you. When you start tapping back into your power and using that power, that's what brings the change. Too many times we look at the physical and we allow that to dictate to us. It hits our senses, it causes thoughts. Those thoughts then cause feelings, and we stay stuck in this cycle. And that's why so many people stay stuck and don't get results. But if you allow yourself to trust and use your power, use your imagination, it doesn't matter what's presently going on around about you. The more that you continue to tap into the truth, that what you are imagining is already done, it's already created, and you allow yourself just to be there and enjoy it and have faith and know, that is when the magic happens. An assumption brings the invisible into sight. It is nothing more nor less than seeing with the eye of God. Your imagination. Your imagination is your creation tool. And it's that simple. So start to use this tool. If you get into the fear, then blast the shadow with the truth. Use that process. But then throughout your day, be in that moment, what you've created. You are solely responsible for all the results that happen in your life. And that can be a hard thing to take on at times. I know, because of what I've gone through in my life. But you really are. All the power is inside of you now. No magic potion outside of you. It's all inside of you, and it is so much more easier than what you've been making it out to be. So much more simpler. So start to blast the shadows with the truth. Heck yes. Clear anything that triggers you, but know that it's an illusion, that it's not your truth, and that you're embodying the effortless way now. You're trusting your power. You're trusting source. You're trusting you. You're having faith. And then throughout your day, use the imagination and be in the experience that you do want to live. And that is when you will start to see it form in the physical. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance. Man's looking at the physical results, and that's dictating everything. But the Lord, which really is, this is your supreme higher self. Your supreme higher self looks on the heart. It knows the truth. It knows the power that you have to create and be and do whatever the heck you want, simply because you want it, because you are a creator. Now, go forward, take responsibility for your life and your results, and create the results that you want to see in this physical, and hold that focus. Be strong with that focus. Know your truth. You've got all the power inside of you right now.